Hi everyone, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly horoscope. My name is Terence Gardino. Well, the week of Monday, October the 16th, is a winding down, preparing for the next new moon cycle on Thursday. The new moon starts a whole new monthly cycle. And wherever that new moon falls in your chart, that's the focus of your attention pretty much overall for those next 4 weeks. But right now, this past weekend, going up to at least through Wednesday, it's the dark side of the moon. It's the winding down. It is the resolving of whatever you were trying to deal with in the previous new moon cycle. Or this is just, that's all been resolved. Now this is just kind of a holding pattern. So it's also not the best time to be making really important decisions right before a new moon, which is this Thursday, and it's going to be in the sign of Libra. But on Monday, October the 16th, the sun is going to be favorable with pragmatic Saturn. This is a good day for being sensible, practical, good for business, good for staying disciplined and focused and accomplishing your work. Not a good day because it's in the dark side of the moon to be launching anything new and major, but it is a very good day to be maintaining, getting the regular jobs, tasks done. On Wednesday, just before we go into the new moon cycle, decision-making Mercury is aligning with expansive Jupiter in Scorpio now. And Mercury-Jupiter alignment once a year is very favorable for making long-range plans, for learning, for speaking, for traveling, everything that Mercury represents and how it is influencing you, whether through conversations, decision-making, learning, speaking. Those are all the qualities of Mercury. As it aligns with Jupiter, you're feeling more optimistic, you're feeling more encouraged. So all of those areas that Mercury will be triggered will be much more protected and expansive. And then we go into Thursday, and the new moon is in Libra. Well, Libra overall is about socializing, harmony, fair-mindedness, puts a lot of attention in a general sense on relationships. But this new moon is going to be in direct opposition to rebellious, but also exciting Uranus. So this new moon, where it falls in your chart, is going to be influenced by unpredictable, exciting Uranus. So over those coming days, certainly over those next 2 weeks to that following full moon, 2 weeks after the full moon is always 2 weeks after the new moon, whatever seeds have been planted are going to start revealing or sprouting. And opposite Uranus, there could be these unexpected new directions, but you need to stay centered and objective because there could be some unexpected events that shakes up your whole pattern. But this could be a time of shaking out the old, bringing in the new, but maybe you're still a little attached to the new, or to the old, and then the Uranus can suddenly upset that attachment. It just depends where that new moon in Libra is influencing your individual horoscope. By Sunday, Mars, that had been in Virgo for about 6 weeks. Virgo is much more work-oriented, detailed-oriented, is moving into Libra for another 6 weeks as Mars goes through all the signs every 2 years. Mars in Libra can bring on the negative or the immature, could bring discord to relationships. On the more favorable, you could really fight for your rights, fight for compromise, fight for a settlement, and be very assertive and confident in your negotiations with a Libra energy of a win-win situation. So there's a lot of positive to it if you keep out of your ego. Also, by late Sunday, the Sun that's been in Libra for the previous 4 weeks is moving into Scorpio, joining Jupiter in those coming weeks. But you'll feel this going from this more relationship compromising Libra energy of the last 4 weeks into more of this all or nothing passion and intensity of Scorpio. But you're not going to lose your balance, that Libra balance, and you're not going to be overly self-absorbed, because the new moon in Libra was right before the Sun went into Scorpio. So even though the Sun's in Scorpio for the next 4 weeks, the new moon in fair-minded Libra is still influencing you for the next 4 weeks. Before I sign off, I want to remind you I'm available for the one-question offer at the Astrology Answers website for a nominal fee. The best way to find where to order it is there will be a link that will directly take you to the page under the video in the description box. Again, the time of birth is really important, and when you write your message, your question to me, if you could please put in your birth information with the time, the place, the city, the country, again, just to make sure I have it accurately. So I want to thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you next week for my next segment.